Today I'm going to show you how I made this leopard print cup with the crystaLac glitter glue. So I actually did a sort of combo bright tone glitter glue method to apply the leopard prints to this cute little pencil cup. I got the pencil cup from Makerflow and I prepped it and I base coated it with universal white tinted with some pigments. I used the glitter glue to apply the spots, and I just wanted to point out that it's important that whichever method you choose, you use the proper drying time for whatever product that you're using. If you want more information, if you're a beginner and you want more information on how to make tumblers and what the heck is crystaLac and what you're supposed to do, I'm going to link a playlist down in the description box below. My name is Allison, and here on this channel, every week I provide you a new tutorial so you can be empowered to make new things. Let's get going on this leopard print cup. So making a leopard print really is easy. I did a universal white tinted with brown to make this tan base. And for this cup, I did use bright tone to apply my glitter. You could use the new glitter glue for this step. I honestly just forgot that I had it, and by habit used bright tone. So the process is very similar. I'm brushing on my bright tone, and I like to get a good layer on there, probably a little bit thicker than I would if it was a normal layer, but not too thick. And you want to make sure it's evenly spread out. Then you're going to sprinkle on your glitter. I like to hold my cup and let it fall down the side. This glitter is Golden Sand from Glitzy Creations, and it is honestly perfect for the base of a traditional leopard print. I highly recommend it. I have tried this color from another supplier and it bled, and I was so upset. So I'm happy to find this one. So just make sure you get your cup fully and completely covered, and make sure that you let this coat dry for 4 hours. If you choose to apply your glitter with the glitter glue, you can do that 2 hours. But if you're using bright tone or extreme protection to apply your glitter, you need to wait at least 4 hours. I did choose to seal this glitter with the glitter glue. So I just took it right from the bottle and squirted it on, and then it helps to use a damp brush. So you can see it's not going on great right now, but once you dip your brush in some water, you can help it spread just a little bit better. For the leopard print, I definitely recommend sealing. I do like the glitter glue for this step because, one, it only needs to dry for 2 hours, and it's just a little bit thicker, so it works really well before I go on and adding glitter on the top. And since I'm going to be adding more glitter onto this, I don't want it to stick or mix in with this current glitter. So definitely seal it up. I recommend the glitter glue, but you could use the 6000 or even just do a couple coats of bright tone. Make sure whatever you use, you give it the proper dry time. The glitter glue needs 2 hours to dry. I do put it on my turner after I do my sealing. And then I put some glue in just a little container, and I'm using just a small little brush, and I'm randomly putting on the dots for my leopard print. Now I'm using a really small little pencil cup. And I'm going to do a lot of dots at the same time. You may want to do less, add your glitter, and then add more, especially if you're doing a really big cup. You're not going to make it all the way around, and you don't want it to dry too quickly. But once you get your dots added to your cup wherever you want them, you're going to pour on your glitter. The glitter I used for the inside of these leopard print dots is Coffee from Keepsake Shop. I will link everything I use down below. It's a really good color, dark brown for these tumblers, and I just added it right onto the spots, and I'm going to shake off all of the excess. You could even use a dry brush to dry off any areas where glue might have stuck on accident. Once I cleaned up this glitter, I moved on to the outside where I just brushed on roughly around the brown dots and put on a black glitter. I used a holographic black. You do want to be careful with your black glitters. I can link this one, but you want to make sure it's either holographic or it has some silver in it so it doesn't end up getting gross underneath your top coat. So I just painted around where I wanted that outer edge, and I did it pretty roughly. You may want to look at a picture just to give you an idea of what it's supposed to look like. And I just poured on the glitter. Again, just tap off any excess that stays on your cup, and you can brush off any before you move on to the next step. Just a reminder, these dots need 2 hours to dry because I'm using the glitter glue. If you use something else, you're going to need to wait much longer. That's why I recommend the glue. I did seal these up before I went with the bright tone, so I used more glitter glue to seal it up. I did mix it with a little water to kind of see how that would go, and I did find it was really runny, so I don't really recommend that. I would recommend more to just put it on your cup and use a damp brush to get it to spread around. Now that I have done these a few more times since I actually made this cup. So just squirt on your glue and use a damp brush to get it to spread. I really don't recommend mixing it with water. Because mine was so runny, I let it spin for an hour before I smushed it, and I let it dry for 2 hours total before I moved on to the bright tone step. And then it is time to add your bright tone. So I did 4 coats of bright tone, then I did a light sand with 400 grit sandpaper, and then I did 4 more coats. I'm pretty sure I only sanded once on this cup. It got smooth really fast, even with the multiple, layers of glitter. I really think that glitter glue cuts down on the total amount of layers. So again, each layer of bright tone needs to dry for 4 hours, and then you can sand after a few layers and then do some more. If you want more tutorials on how to use the glitter glue, or even just basic tutorials, make sure that you click on that video I have up on the screen for another tutorial using that glitter glue.